Hey adventurers, I'm here on the St James Walkway. This is a classic Canterbury multi-day hike and we're going to be staying at Ada Pass Hut, Ann Hut and Boyle Flat Hut. So come along on this adventure, should be a good one. So we're currently in the beech forest and we're heading that direction. We've crossed the swing bridge and we're heading towards Cannibal Gorge Hut, where we'll probably stop and have some lunch. From here, another 1 hour 20, 3.9k to Ada Pass Hut. So we've left Cannibal Gorge Hut and we're just heading up the right branch of the Maruia River in the direction of Ada Pass, which we will cross tomorrow, and in the not too distant future we will reach Ada Pass Hut. We are just about to arrive at Ada Pass Hut. This is Ada Pass Hut. So, made it to Ada Pass Hut. I'm not sure if you can see behind me, but it's raining. I did think that it would be wet today, but the next 3 days certainly promised to be sunny and not wet, so that is good. It took us under 4 hours to get here today from the car park on the Lewis Pass Highway, so that's pretty good. And tomorrow we will be off to Ann Hut over Ada Pass. It's been a great day and I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. Good morning and welcome to day 2 on the St James Walkway. Today we will be heading through wide open valleys with mountains either side as we head from Ada Pass Hut to Ann Hut. This day is going to make this place feel far more remote than it actually is. The track goes back into beech forest from Ada Pass Hut, and before long, not that you know you've crossed it, but you reach Ada Pass. You wouldn't know. Well, we've finally emerged from the beech forest into the open river flats, and they're going to open up a lot more. Made it to the historic Christopher Colours hut. And look at this amazing clearing that it is in. Arriving at Christopher Hut. This is Christopher Hut. The fence in front of it is to keep the St. James horses out. We've left Christopher Hut and we are continuing down through the Tussock River Flats to Anne Hut. This is the point where the St. James Walkway joins Te Aroa Trail, heading up that way towards Waiau Pass, and this way in our direction to Boyle Village. So we've crossed the Henry River Swing Bridge and we are probably about 1.5k away from Anne Hut, and it's going to be really good to get there. Can't wait. And there it is, Anne Hut, tucked in a tussock basin, surrounded by mountains and above the Henry River. So made it to Anne Hut. We came from that direction over there after crossing the Henry River, and weather's kind of closing in, but you can still see all the peaks, and it's going to be a nice evening. Haven't seen any of the St. James horses yet, which is a bit disappointing because I was really wanting to see some. But we might still be able to see some this evening or maybe in the morning. And our direction for tomorrow is that way, which will take us over Anne Saddle and down to Boyle Flat Hut. Good morning from Anne Hut. Today we're going to leave Anne Hut and this tussock filled basin. We're going to climb up and over Anne Saddle then drop down into the Boyle River and make it to Boyle Flat Hut for tonight. We're climbing up beside the Anne River, heading for Anne Saddle. Clouds lingering over the tops, and hopefully it will burn off at some point today. That is Anne Saddle. Anne Saddle. Slightly more whelming than Ada Pass. This is Walkway Hut. We stopped at Walkway Hut for lunch, and now we're just going to carry on down the Boyle River to Boyle Flat Hut, which is about 4 kilometres away. There is the swing bridge crossing the Boyle River that will take us to Boyle Flat Hut. And there is Boyle Flat Hut. Made it to Boyle Flat Hut, attempting to get the fire going, but the wood is very wet and there's a really limited supply, so we might be in for a cold night, but that's okay. It's been a great day. The sun came out 17 kilometres from Anne Hut to here. And tomorrow we will be heading down the Boyle back to Boyle Village and home. So happy with the day, looking forward to tomorrow. Good morning from Boyle Flat Hut. This is day 4 and our final day on the St James Walkway, and today we're going to head from here following the Boyle River and exit at Boyle Village. It was a beautiful clear night and it is very frosty this morning, but it is another clear sky and it's going to be a really beautiful day. So I'm looking forward to heading down the valley, more looking forward to the sun coming out and getting to hike in that. So yeah, can't wait. This is a recent slip. It's pretty crazy. The St James Walkway might not be New Zealand's most dramatic hike, but it quietly delivers the full backcountry experience. Remote valleys, welcoming huts, changing landscapes, and 4 days completely immersed in the outdoors.